Sorry about that. Sometimes I can flow and I forget location, and then I forget, the time. I do not pay attention to how much I am talking. Sometimes I can just flow with it. Because in my mind, when I am talking, it is not me. I can have like hours and hours and hours of nothing but conversation, or watching, viewing, like movies, or someone, reading me a book, or sometimes I will go to a certain location in my mind, and then there are nothing but books all around. There's a ladder, and then you can get on the ladder, and the ladder has wheels. I guess I did get that on TV. People say I watch too much TV. So the ladder has wheels, right? And you can go up the ladder, and then you can slide all across. And sometimes when I go up, I am a little girl, and I go up and I play on it. I know I will not fall because of the way it is built. It is infallible. It cannot fall. So, and it cannot break because it's in my mind, and I chose it to be that way. So that is the way it is. And I can go up, and then I get a big book. And that has this big comfy chair. I sit in the big comfy chair, and the book is so big, it is real heavy. And I take the book and I open the book. And then all of a sudden, I do not go inside the book like Alice in her stupid ass in Wonderland. No. The book, it comes out. The book, it begins to manifest itself in front of me. And whoever is speaking in the book, that is them. If it is my granny speaking in the book, that is my granny. If it is my Mama Edna, my Papa Jess, or, Tash, whoever it is in the book, that they are. And sometimes I go, I am me, I am my age. And then I go so far into my pineal gland that I can talk to into, anus, isha. I can even talk and have them speak to me, my nature, in my earth, and my root. My root is there mostly all the time, though. But they are not. It is though they are in this world because they are in my pineal gland, and I am in this world in the flesh. However, they can not help me as far as to say, okay, this is the person over here, and this is their address, and this is where they live, and we're gonna go over there and scare the fuck out of them. It does not work like that. Although sometimes I read books where it does work like that, because I call it is in the library part of my feel-good books, so I read those type of books so I can feel good, that they went out and they destroyed them, like when they had all the storms and stuff, I would go up and read the book, and it would be my nature, because she is protecting herself. Like when I was watching the Weather Channel, that's really what I was only watching on TV, the Weather Channel. If I did a video and there's something else on the TV, that's someone else is watching that TV, not me. I don't watch the Weather Channel anymore. They put in too many commercials. I don't want to deal with that. Right. So the lady on the Weather Channel, and she says, well, you guys call her Mother Nature, so she says, Mother Nature strikes back. And I said to myself, and she was a pink person. She was not a ton of pink, but she was pink. Well, she was not an ER of a pink, but she was pink, in a ton of pink she was. And she said, Mother Nature strikes back. And I turned and I looked at the TV and I said, what? What do you mean strike back? Did someone hit her? Because in order to strike back, someone has to strike you first, right? And they are striking her every day with the chemtrails, the GMOs, and now, using other genes to play stupid shit. They're doing all that kind of stuff. So I don't know how I got this far or how I got over here. I just do all this stuff random studying, and I talk to my entities about it. So some of the things I talk to them about, then I just turn the video on and I still be talking to them. You know, I also talked to these motherfuckers whose name is on the patent because they will not be acquitted. And it doesn't matter if they die. It's the one who takes their place next. If you are involved, you will not be acquitted because their name is signed on the piece of paper to say that they own the patent to it. They own it, which means that they want this shit to be happening to people. You know, like that Robert Duncan bitch. Robert, the bitch is a robber, and he's getting away with it. And then he was on that other Pink Man show that comes on TV, and all the TIs, this guy, whatever the fuck his name is. I wish I knew his name, because I can dissect his name. I just can't think of his name right now. He once was a wrestler, you know, someone said. And but he had that Robert Duncan bitch on his show to show targeted individuals. And Robert Duncan, that nigga is like Dunkin' Donuts, and we are the fucking donuts. The bitch is Dunkin'. He said he came up with all these mind control devices and shit, although his name is not on the patent, but bitch, you made it. And you're still walking around and you're looking good, and your suit costs a lot of money, and such as your motherfucking shoes. You should be in prison. You opened your mouth to say you are the one who have done this shit. Your bitch ass should be in prison, but you are not. Why? Because you made the damn programs. And that bitch, he comes to talk to you, his name is Jesse Ventura. Coming in the name of Jesse. Oh, I hate when these people come in my Papa just name. That just really just makes me just, Jesse Ventura. He is already, Jesse Ventura is a part of the bullshit anyway, you know. He is of that kind. He is not melanated. He is an unmelanated pink man. So he's already on the team. So now he puts in a Robert Duncan like I'm so fucking stupid. I don't understand. I don't comprehend how these bitches cannot comprehend that I am slow. I am not stupid. They always know every fucking thing I do, but they still do not realize I am slow like a turtle. But I am so far from stupid. They become nimble souls and bumbleclots. Bumbleclot. That was funny when I first heard that. Okay, so that is a Pinkerton. And that came from FINCH. The name FINCH. Isn't that Sunday? We were from FINCH to Pinkerton. And do you know anything about Octavius Valentine Kettle? See? And to him, I found out that Valentine, to him, there was a connection, Valentine and Valentine. He goes all the way back. He goes all the way back to King Hiram in the Bible. Bezalel, this is his son. Isn't that Sunday? He was Hiram Abiff's apprentice. I was like, wow. Yes, I do have the proof, and it's just too much to talk about on a video. Whoa, on the radio. But this is a video. And now, a lot of times how he gets to me, he goes like February 22nd, that's for, which is the foundation that he began to build things on. Frankie J, my mom on this planet, the vessel I come through on this planet, she was born February 4th. So he comes to that. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, he tells me of the 12 tribes. And I am the 13th. He has been with me a very, very, very long time. He came to me at school. And I would spell his name SK007. Although the 7 is an L, it isn't really not how you play the game. But I can do that because I have the numbers 007 associated with my name. And I found out not too long ago, really, that it was not school, it was Skull. That his name is Skull. And I said, damn, I was a little child and calling you school, and now you tell me your name is Skull. But it did not change anything. The word school made things even better, so he left it that way. See, he is from also Philadelphia, you see. So he was also one of the free men, that was dealing also with Black Wall Street, Black Wall Street did not just rise that year and then they come and kill it, no. And then it did so much to him, and I saw the movie, it made me cry. And then, you can read what they want you to read about him, but I only know. And then he was born in, he connected himself here. He was born in Charleston, South Carolina. And that's the word called. But to me, it is the I and A that goes to my name. And then Charles was my first husband. And then he began to sing the song, Sweet Caroline. And as he sang the song, Sweet Caroline, he showed a movie to me in my head. It was my pineal gland. It was to remind me of why that song appealed to me so much as a child. And the song was Sweet Caroline. Good times never feel so good. I love that song. So I was in school and we had writing and we had to deal with a song and had to say what the song means and this and that. And that was a song I chose. Everyone said that is not a song because they had not heard the song, but I had been hearing the song. It was on the back of another song. It was a 45 record, and it was on the back of it. And that was my song. Wow, I love that song. And sometimes I love songs and I wonder why. And when he came, he told me. But he had been there a long time. But as a child, he was there, and so was my other. And then when I got like 11, I think I broke my arm. I can't broke both my arms. I was 10 or 11. But that is the time, like that 9, they had to leave because they cannot be there to influence me with my age, only to leave identification of me. And most of us, we do have these entities around us as a child, but now the system has put in place internet technology and shit to and the satellite to now they come in and now they are your children imaginary friends. They showed that on the episode, one of the episodes of Charm. They showed that, and when they did that, I thought of my nephew Sean. He burned up my mom's house, and I thought about it could have been them coming as an entity, but they are wicked, and they do not teach our children anything but wickedness. They taught me a lot about my history, all my ancient history, and then Charm, the man, he goes over in the corner and he talks to the little boy. The little boy barely talks. So the daycare teacher, she tells the mom that the mom then knows that he is quiet at home. You know what I'm saying? He very seldom talks. So the daycare teacher says he goes in the corner and he talks a lot, but he was talking to a demon spirit. And that's the way they move your children, and that's the way they move my nephew Sean to burn down Frankie's house, to bring about a form of mind control trauma to her, and they did. Now, they burnt her house down, but they took everything from me. And Frankie J was homeless for a while, and she had to be under other people's control, for younger people to handle her, because they had already put in place, even around the time I was born, they had already put in place the programs that we would not like the way our parents raised us. They put in the programs of the Kinsey syndrome that was already in place even before it was named the Kinsey syndrome. They named it the Kinsey syndrome. It's a code word for them. they they just we were just different, So he would come and then he left, and then I was like in my 30s, I think, or something. But see, the San Diego, California, they do that for 5 hours. And it was the time of Bill Clinton's rule. And Bill Clinton, he was in charge when they came in and they took my children. That's when the female popo got her ass whooped by my Ima. I know my Ima did it because I blacked out, so I knew it was my Ima. Beat the shit out of her, really. Beat her ass so bad. Her face was so fucked up. They did x-ray all around her head, and there was nothing broken. Nothing. Even the doctor got on the stand and said that should have been something broken, but with abuses, something should have been broken, but nothing was. And that is when they knew something about me too. They knew something about me that I did not know. And after I got out and I got situated again, then they came about again. And that's when they said, no, you can begin to tell this and you can begin to tell that. As a child, when they left, they said, I do not tell anything until they return. And once they begin to return, I start to tell my children this and that, but they only really will tell my children, because this is some weird shit, because Joan Crawford, I think her name is Joan something. She made a book talking about her past lives and this and that, and everybody bought it, and she's a pink woman. However, when a melanated female comes out and say, this is my past life, then I'm delusional, because only them have a pineal gland where they can see their past lives. We do not, because they wipe so fucking much of it out. Nasty bastards. Homestead strike. They fuck up their own fucking people. A fucking strike. Fuck a strike. Don't go to work for the bitches. Why the fuck are you striking anyway? And this nigga, his name is what? Frick. Plans of Carnegie and Frick. Look at that. A white bastard. They're just, look at that. Caveman white bastard. He wants to look as though he is civilized. They can never be civilized. A civilized man does not need weapons of mass destruction. They don't even need weapons of war. Civilized people do not go to war with each other. That's why they are civilized. And then they put in the civil war. There's no such thing. How can you have a civil and a war put together? Civil people do not go to war. They come together and they know that each other have brain cells, so they talk. I swear, these people, they get the fuck out of my goddamnness. Tomorrow, I guess I will get back to Dr. Valentine. I just needed to know FINCH, because they keep calling him FINCH. And to me, I thought that they were saying bitch. It's a secret code way to call a black man a bitch because he is a rat. That's what they say. They call him the rat. He does not even know it. That's what I'm saying. Like Doug. This guy, he went on with the name. No, it was not Doug. What was his fucking name? I can't remember, but his name turned out to be Dong. Really, nigga? You really gonna allow them to print your name to be that, and it means Dong? Do you even know what the fuck your name means? That's the first thing my Haba taught us. Learn what your name really means. I know my name from the letter B to the letter A. In the English alphabets and in the Hebrew alphabets, the A comes first and then the B. Since I am on this planet, I am backwards, just like the rest of this backward ass motherfucking planet. And the B comes first, and then the letters, and then the A. I even know what the ITI is. You take my name, you go ITI. I can take the T and make the T a nose and put two I's right there, and put two I's right there. Take the A and make that an ear, and I can take the B and make the B a ear too. Also, in the letter B is the number 13, you see. So, if they had never fucked with me, I knew a lot of these things, but I never would have put the pieces to the puzzle together. the way that I have to put it, the pieces to the puzzle now. And to me, that is not fair that they can just come in and take over my child. And now I have these goddamn itchy ears to see what the fuck they are doing to anyone and to me. And I used to want to say, yesterday they were shocking my foot. Shit, when I told them, let me fall, motherfucker. But let me think, just let me think. It's just an ounce of a thought. Damn, this pain hurts. Let me take it, tell them no. I will fuck them up. It is though they have never touched my foot. It is though they have never touched my foot. Because they know I am not afraid of them. They only work on people's fear. I'm not afraid of you. Fear, in the word fear, is frequencies that come in your ear. Fuck you, nigga, and fuck your fear. For me, your little F for frequency means fuck you. Fuck you, fuck your mama. Fuck that caveman pussy your bitch ass came out of. You and your fake ass want to tell stories and make people believe what the fuck you want them to believe. Pinkerton bastards. Shit talker out.